It is finally happening. A $2,700 check will begin going out to Social Security beneficiaries on a monthly basis. But the Social Security Administration has confirmed that there are requirements that have to be met in order to be eligible to receive this extra stimulus money. Every month, the Social Security Administration sends out payments to retirees, the disabled, and plenty of more people who are eligible for it. At the end of 2021, over 67 million beneficiaries, received some sort of financial support from the Social Security Administration. Plus, over 72% were retired workers. And those 72% are the group that could be receiving the new $2,700 stimulus check, monthly check that is, as long as they fulfill a set of requirements set out by the Social Security Administration. Now, the organization is in control of approving who receives the monthly check, which is tied to retirement age and a host of other factors. Those receiving the $2,700 monthly check are couples who have retired and are recipients from support of the SSA. For individuals receiving retirement benefits, the maximum that can be received is around $1,657. Now, these values are just the average. For retirees who waited to retire until the full retirement age of 67, they could be in line to receive up to $3,300 each month this year, up $197 from the year before. But the longer the Americans wait to receive payments from their federal retirement account, the higher the monthly check they can expect to receive based on their work history. The Senior Citizens League, an advocacy group for seniors, says a movement to get a fourth stimulus check for everybody is finally moving forward. The group issued a call to Congress to take action for Social Security recipients, citing rising costs of Medicare, food, housing, and transportation. The petition asks for a $1,400 check to people on Social Security. The petition has been signed more than 95,000 times by 95,000 people. Now, the petition also states that soaring inflation has taken a toll on household finances of retired and disabled Social Security recipients in 2021. Social Security benefits increased by just 1.3%, raising the average benefit by only about $20 a month. But about 86% of Social Security recipients surveyed say their expenses increased by much more than that amount. And Joe Manchin said that government leaders need to stop searching for where to lay the blame as inflation reaches record highs, and instead cut spending and expand U.S. energy. The statement from Manchin comes after he was the loudest critic of the Biden administration's handling of the problem. And according to Joe Manchin, the president and the Federal Reserve have not done enough to deal with inflation, as it reached a new 40-year high, with the consumer price index up 8.5% from March 2021 to last month. In an official statement, Manchin said, "When will this end? It is a disservice to the American people to act as if inflation is a new phenomenon. The Federal Reserve and the administration failed to act fast enough, and today's data is a snapshot of time. The American people deserve the truth about why record inflation is happening and what must be done to control it." Now, Manchin also stated that getting inflation under control will require more aggressive action by a Federal Reserve that waited too long to act. It demands the administration and Congress, Democrats and Republicans alike, support an all-above energy policy, because that is the only way to bring down the high price of gas and energy while attacking climate change. The White House initially dismissed inflation last year as a transitory problem before it continued to surge into 2021 and 2022. So we definitely see that President Biden has to do something about inflation. Folks, if you think President Biden should definitely do something about this, tell me in the comments down below.
But today on a background call about climate policy, an administration official said that the White House is in touch with a wide range of members of Congress about a reconciliation package. So are negotiations ongoing for Build Back Better or Building a Better America or whatever you're calling it now? And are you talking about it?
We are talking about it, whatever you call it, a reconciliation package, including getting a historic investment in climate, including lowering the cost of childcare, elder care, and healthcare, taking all of these steps that the president has been committed to. These conversations have been ongoing over the course of the last several months.
And is Joe Manchin involved in those conversations? Who are you talking to?
We're talking to everybody across the board. I'm not going to name all the names.
Addiction recovery, access, and access to behavioral and mental health support. We're also excited to announce a request for application to support a new Denver metro area campus that will provide behavioral and mental health services, addiction recovery and stabilization, access to medical care, and supportive housing or transitional housing located in the Denver metro area. This will provide a good opportunity for local governments across the Denver metro area, private and philanthropic partners to show innovation and collaboration towards data-driven policies that will reduce homelessness. There's also legislation we hear about to create the Homeless Response Grants Program, which helps local communities build a continuum of solutions focused on connecting people to supportive services. These efforts build on the great work that's already happening. Last week I visited Sanderson Apartments, a 60-unit supportive housing development that serves those with long lengths of homelessness, who have brain trauma and brain injuries. I also visited Ready to Work Aurora, an organization that provides adults experiencing homelessness an opportunity to rebuild their lives through work, and they have a successful work rate of over 70% of the people that graduate their program still have their job a year later, which is a great level of success for people that are able to then support themselves, pay their rent, and live the Colorado dream. I also visited Mile High United Way, which connects Coloradans to critical services through the 211 network. Reducing homelessness is absolutely critical, and local governments and municipalities need to step up and meet the moment. State government does not have the authority or jurisdiction to implement local ordinances. We can be a supporter and investor in local efforts, and we will, even more so, with this effort. But at the end of the day, it will take enforcement of local efforts to address the issue on the ground. I want to thank all of the community organizations and local governments who've helped inform this legislation, who've been doing this work for years. I also want to thank our legislative champions, Representative Woodrow, Senator Gonzalez, Senator Kolker, Senator Fields, Representative Alex Valdez, Representative Judah, Representative Sullivan, Senator Coleman, and Senator Hansen. I also want to thank Kathy Alderman, Chief Policy Officer and Vice President of Colorado Coalition for the Homeless, for speaking today. The state is here to be a partner in building more housing, a partner in supporting addiction recovery and mental and behavioral health support, a partner in supporting job training and workforce readiness, making investments alongside local governments. But we also know that what we can't do is implement and enforce local ordinances. With that, I'd like to turn it over to a young woman whose own story, whose own inspirational story, has been changed by one of these programs, the program I visited last week. Stella, a graduate of Ready to Work. Stella?
Thank you, sir. Hello, my name is Christella Watts, and I am a graduate from the Ready to Work program. Before I went to the Bridge House, I was lost, broken, addicted. I had many problems. I had custody battles. I had no hope. I found the Bridge House program through WIN Medford, and I began to see that there's a way out. There's hope, there's passion, there's commitment, and they provide everything that you need to get your life back. And they start from the day that you walk into the door. They show compassion towards you, and then you, like he said, they offer a workforce solution to help end homelessness.